pocket-sized man.
I know.
Yeah.
Those little guys.
I mean, I could put him in my back pocket and take him home. He's a cutie, sweetie pie. I don't honestly think the man is LGBT, anti any of that. I think that he was, once again, the left going too far PC and losing sight of the sense of humor. Anyone that would think that the man would literally beat his child to death for coming home and saying that is just thinking way too fucking hard about the joke.
Right.
Which is it's a bad joke, but whatever, you know.
But the new one, I actually haven't heard the new one yet.
No. What happened was I just read this today. Now, the guy from Empire got beat.
Oh, Jesse Smollett.
Yeah. Which is horrible.
Yeah.
And Kevin Hart wrote, I thought actually a pretty heartfelt thing about how he thought it was terrible and how we really should get along together. And trust me, I read a lot of other celebrities that just put the
basics.
Yeah, it wasn't really
They hit all their basics.
like their publicist. You could tell you could tell exactly. You could tell the publicist wrote it. Seemed like he actually wrote something that was pretty heartfelt, and people just gave him just tons of shit for it. Just said this is why you shouldn't tell the jokes and blah 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 blah. Kevin Hart didn't beat him up, and I don't think he would have beat him up. Did he tell a bad joke? Sure, but one has nothing to do with the other. If he's saying something heartfelt and he's giving support to this guy, what's wrong? What's wrong with that?
Maybe he's trying to conquer some ignorance by displaying the own person's ignorance back at them in a reflection.
Well, he took that badly, and I think, and Ellen got in a little hot water too, because she talked about how she had him on the show, and her thing looked like a form letter sent by signed by his publicist. Yeah. And then people are like, well, that's why you shouldn't have Kevin Hart in your show. You shouldn't apologize for him, and blah 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 blah.
Ellen has become queen of the lesbians.
She's
somewhere
like the
along
queen
the
of
way,
the
that bitch became the most powerful woman in Hollywood because
like,
every single A-list actor in this entire town kisses her ass.
Because she's got the biggest talk show.
Just bows down and kisses her ass.
Like the white
yeah.
The View has been on for way longer than Ellen.
But Ellen gets bigger ratings than The View.
Really?
Oh yeah. No, nobody watches The View anymore.
Oh, I got
the talk gets bigger ratings than The View.
Like her.
Ellen's too, I don't know, she's too mushy sweet for me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she's just
I don't like sweet.
Yeah.
Ellen's funny, but she's kind of fake these days.
She's the Orange County.
Yeah.
And what Kevin Hart apologized. Like, how many times do you have to say you're sorry for people to just say okay? Like, what else do you want?
Or just ignore him.
Either you accept the apology or you don't. You tell him, fuck off, I don't want to deal with you.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Be like, I said I'm sorry, and if you're not okay with that, fuck off.
And that's
exactly.
what I think Kevin Hart was doing. Like he stopped
Yeah.
apologizing and
Yeah.
stopped. He was like, I'm not even addressing it anymore. And then he did that on Ellen, and Ellen's like, well, why don't we just apologize and go back on the show?
Ellen was being messy stirring that pot to begin with because she had no business.
She was trying to say like, I'm a part of the community and I love them, so let's all love them, right? Like I think she was trying to be the mediator, but she just ended up sticking her foot in it. Something.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
She's part of what I call the new High Trans Council.
High Trans Council, please do tell.
I call
Is this like the Illuminati or what? This is
a little bit. It seems like ever since Caitlyn Jenner and all of that started, that there has become this like high council of people that have like maybe 5 minutes in the life, and yet they think they've had 35, 40 years in it, and they.
Well, besides Caitlyn Jenner,
all these stupid rules that are like, wait, who are you telling? What do you mean you're telling me what is okay for me to say and not say about my own people? I was doing this before you were even fucking born. How dare you, Junior? Sit down at the back of the bus and shut the fuck up.
That's right.
Well, who else is part of this council? Is it Caitlyn Jenner? Who else?
Oh, you name it. Pretty much a lot. Oh, there's that Jenny Boylan. Can't stand her either. I really can't. Sorry if anybody's friends with her, but I just can't.
Now,
I can't with her baptizing people under their new girl name and all that. That is just like, girl, y'all, and you wonder why people call you Dizzy fucking Queens.
Now, you doing comedy, have you had some negative reaction being trans?
Not being trans.
Have you been heckled? Have you been, what happened?
My Mount Everest of jokes to tell is about my stepfather raping me when I was 5.
Right.
And it's because I know it's such a fucked up subject that it is my Mount Everest of jokes to come.
It's a fucked up subject, but every comic has rape jokes now. Yeah. Except for me.
I've got, yeah, but when
Sorry.
you include child rape, it's like, you know, I mean, people, you just feel people cringe. And I know that there's a way to bring them back around from the cringe. I just haven't mastered that one yet.
Right.
But I will get that one day.
No, but
to me, if I can get a room full of people to laugh at a joke about it, then I've taken that power from it.
right. But have you been on shows with straight comics that were not friendly?
No. Really, honestly, no. The only time I get assholes is when I go home to the South to visit.
Yeah, well.
Now those hillbillies, I mean, you know.
Well, you are in LA. It is a different culture out here.
I mean, I am literally my first cousin's drunk booty dial, so I'm not even kidding. I mean, not like I say, come on over.
I know, but is it
I don't tell him to come
Eddie
on
Murphy,
over.
River Phoenix, Maniac Cop.
Oh, God, please.
Your first cousin.
My aunt, that's his mother, is not listening to this.
Trust me, I doubt it. But maybe he'll catch
My
on
dad
YouTube.
listens. And
Oh, really? What
he'll
was
know exactly
what did he
who it
think
is.
about what you've been revealing so far?
He knows about that cousin. And when I told him, well, why didn't you say something to him if you knew about it? I said, because if it had been, I said, do you want to know why he tried it with me and not any of the other female cousins? Because he knew that any of their dads would have stomped his ass. And he knew that he wouldn't get that reaction from you. And there was a lot to be said to my father in that one, but that's for him to sort his own, you know.
Because you, I remember, especially the first time you were on, you said a lot of things about your father.
Yeah.
And
I
did-
mean, he knows. I call him sometimes a dumbass redneck, sometimes just a redneck, sometimes a Trump-loving redneck, sometimes an asshole, sometimes I
Right.
love him.
Right.
He's a good man. He just comes from another era, you know, is extremely old school and extremely Southern. And he got so pissed off because I DNA tested us. On purpose. I wanted to make sure, number one, that my mother was not a hoe.
Right.
That was number one. So I told my dad, I'm giving you this DNA test as a birthday present. So little did he know I was down low, like, testing him.
Yes.
So then we got all the information back. My entire life I was told I was half French and half Sicilian. Come to find out I was nothing that they said. I'm something Alsatian and Spanish. And
Alsatian?
Portuguese. Alsatian.
What's that?
Spanish and Portuguese. It's a hybrid from about 5,000 years ago of ancient Germanics and French that became its own thing.
Oh, wow.
And then they ruled this certain region that the Rhine River runs right through the middle of.
Wow.
Yeah, they have their own language that they still teach in schools there and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was a quarter Italian, but not Sicilian, northern Italy. So,
How long did it take to get that?
you know, I sent off. All you do is you get the little vial of spit in it, your first morning spit before you brush your teeth or anything, so that you get the best result.
Yeah. The morning breath.
The morning breath, the whole bit. Put it up.
The
in
halitosis. Yeah.
It took me like a week for mine to come in.
There you go.
It's so detailed it will even tell you how much of your DNA shows like markers from your Neanderthal DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to know that far
I
back.
want to know.
You probably don't. It scores up to
I want to
400.
know.
They say
What's the
person that
score?
scored the highest is 397.
Well, what's the score? What do you win?
I got 283 out of 400. Don't know what that means.
What's the score?
The total score, the highest score that you can be without, I mean, to where you're like all Neanderthal is 400.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
all right.
I really want to try it.
Yeah, so I guess I'm sure I would go. I'm do better than you. I'm quite a Neanderthal. So, where does time go, Jill? How are the nails going?
Do you want to clean my rings while you're at it?
Yeah, how's
Let me see. Let me check. No, this one is fine.
So, Jill,
Thank you.
so since everything else that I've said that your guy coming up is not coming up, what do you have coming up in the near future? I know that you're always having spiritual gatherings at your house.
Well, you know, like before I turn 40, so I have all these goals to accomplish, huge goals.
Well, you have 12 years to do it, so.
Well, So, I have the second book,
I was gonna get to that. Yes.
The Art of Activism.
Now the first book is doing very well, and I was looking at Amazon.
I've been selling more books after I posted the video of the wall. So I sold on Amazon, and I love the emails, seller notification. I just love that. When I get money and I get a notification, it's like, wow, that's amazing.
And have you seen the reviews? Everybody loves it. All the reviews are all just yes.
Yeah, but the second one is going to be even better.
Yes.
Amazing.
Because that's gonna have the toilet. That's gonna have the wall. What else is gonna be in the second book?
American Charity, which is interacting with homeless people in LA.
Oh, that's right.
Recreating imaginary of Michelangelo, La Pietà, Roman Charity. I just love those images of love, compassion, fraternity, empathy. I want to convey that. I want to create more of these, just to send back to the world.
Right. Because you are saving the world one art exhibit at a time.
Well, we all are saving the world in a way or another. So some people have different talents. I have my artistic, creative talents, but I'm sure we all love the planet we live in and humanity. So we all do the best we can with the resources and the time. And, we all dealing with our own struggles and journey and pain, but we always have time to share some love.
That's true.
And so what's because I know you've drawn blood for children.
The what?
You drew some of your own blood for the children.
Donated blood?
Oh yeah.
We spoke about that. No, I'm just saying what's coming up now. What are you going to save next?
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, well, let me ask you this.
I'm going to the Oscars. I want to go to the Grammys.
Okay, so
that's what I'm focused on.
You're going to show yourself off.
I just love to go and meet people, like all these interesting, amazing, talented, gifted, handsome, successful people. Like I'm really passionate about that.
Right, like we already met.
That's what I want to be.
I was going to say that's why I love the CIA.
Yes, that's what we already met, but no. Now, when you left and you brought, because I saw the video and I watched the link. You all went in a van. You put the wall up. You did everything. And then when you left, did you clean up the star or you just left?
No, because, it's an art installation that you have to just live to get its own experience and journey and, just...
So you left the star with all the tomatoes and eggs and...
Well, we have candles, we have the eggs, we have flowers, so it was more like a kind of, maybe he passed or maybe he died or something, so we're having a little memorial, with the candles and the flowers and the eggs and stuff.
Please
so
don't
can only
say it.
it's kind of beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful, yeah. So his stars never look better, is what you're saying. After you left,
better than the other one who drilled it and.
Yeah, well, see, this is what I like about yours is that you're not destroying it. It's not your property. You have no right to destroy it, but you are working around it and doing creative things with it.
Yeah, but I didn't do anything. The audience did it. So
no, come on. You built a wall.
I'm like Charles Manson, just like.
Well, actually, that's. I couldn't agree more, but.
I wasn't there, Just...
Yeah, you kind of just put the message out there, and then they followed. Yeah.
No, but stop it. What you did is you raised the money. You built a wall. You came up with the concept. You became a concrete part of the wall, and you broke through the wall. Don't give yourself some credits.
And you kind of broke through the people too.
You broke through the people.
Yeah,
you let people be creative.
This huge guy that he does these basketball games with a finger. He makes the money there. He's always there. He's always been there since I ever remember. So every time I go, he sees me doing what I do. And this time he happened to be there at the start. But. We arrived with them then, and when I arrive, everybody's turning heads like, "Oh no, what is she gonna do now?" So everybody's concerned, and they're gonna do anything, So it's like it's kind of invasive what I'm doing. It's like going to the boulevard and just you have the girls on the boulevard, standing and waiting for the customers and the clients and stuff, and you just go there and you just say, no, this is my spot, I'm gonna be here. So they get mad, right? But because I have the cameras and stuff, they kind of feel
back off.
They're
like, okay.
But he was really mad, and he was saying
basketball guy was mad
to me. Really tall. He was saying these nasty things to me, and everybody was looking at me, and I was like totally passive, and I was like,
so he looks like the asshole, not you, because he was.
So I don't react. People